And welcome here today for the match of the round at Torry Reserve, where the Battle of the Bulls is happening for the second time in the Central West Conference under 16s. Remember, you can join us every week for the Parramatta Eels Junior Rugby League page, or go through to the YouTube channel and subscribe to make it easier for yourself. And 2 p.m. also remember the women's match of the round between the 14s, 16s and 18s competitions, silver and gold. And keep your eyes out for Eels coaching reels, Little League interviews and much more content there. And remember, sponsorship opportunities exist. Promote your business in future. Match of the rounds. And here tonight, game we had back in round 2, pretty close to start off with, but a sin bin led to things blowing out a little bit, but a hell of a contest, and hopefully the same here in the second edition of the Battle of the Bulls. And we'll run you through the lineups here before the referees get onto the field. For the Bankstown Bulls, jersey 19, Zane Musa. In jersey 2, Adam Darwich. Jersey 3, Siani Latapu. Jersey 4, Ali Hanoun. 6 is Newan Dennis Reed. 7 is Zaid El Zain. 8 is Adam Farage. 9 is Farouk DeBliz. Number 10 is Julius Brown. 11 is Sonny Heek. 12, Jafar El Said. 13, Hamza Rashid. 14, Zane Warwar. 15, Joseph Hatchidi. 16, Abdul Baghdadi. 17, Kareem Adhami. Jersey 20, Jad Salama. And 22 is Hossam El Ashal. And they're coached by Daniel Hatchidi. Searching for their first win of the year. They've been extremely close in every contest. Close one against St. John's and another last week against Cabra. 2 points is right around the corner and things still extremely close in the Central West Conference. And the Hills Bulls on the other side ran into some injury troubles the other week, but more players back on deck today and looking to get back in the winners column. And on their side of things, jersey 1, Riley Davis. In the 2, Joseph Wesser. The 3 is Kobe McCloskey. The 4, Moses Luadromo. The 5, Xavier Tuanavai. The 6 is Finn Custo. The 7, Hayden Moynihan. The 8, James Kenner. The 9, Isaac Custo. The 10, Samuel Bosley. The 11 is Jonathan Haddad. The 12, Nixon Cancino. 13, Zach Withers. 14, Liam Boys. 16, Cruz Paletu. 17, Harry Dawes. And their coach is Isaac Gorman. And the referee's got the captains here now as the teams huddle up. And not long now until we're underway here at Torry. Hills Bulls, that is, holding the best defensive record in the competition. Very stout in that regard with their for and against. A couple of changes to their spine in the games we've had. That has had no effect, whether Riley Davis has been at halves, fullback or hooker. And the Bankstown side of things, in control from their 7, Zaid El Zain, as well as some spark from newest Dennis Reed. And they'll need plenty of that here tonight in their second head-to-head matchup. And as you can see, right to left will be the Hills Bulls kicking off. Bankstown, left to right, both in the black, but the maroon with the Hills Bulls and gold numbers, and Bankstown. Referee's giving the signal, and we're underway. Deep first up, they let it bounce. El Zain ends up with it and has to find the floor. And now centre field they come. Good forward leaning carry there. And again, stands upright, fights for 10. Open side, shows to Brown. Hands across here, and they look like they've got a bit of space. Driving over the top there. And we've seen their set plays in previous match of the rounds, very dangerous with their link play. Riley Davis, McCluskey, Tuanavai, or Joseph Wesser. It hasn't mattered. And Moynihan drops one through the middle. Nixon Cancino almost through. They'll play the ball in right now. Out the back of shape, goes across for Davis, and there's a foot race on now as he heads for the corner. It's that man. It is Joseph Wesser. And airborne again. Puts the afterburners on and takes flight a few metres out. And first opportunity and good attacking field position. The Hills Bulls bank 4 points. Kick to come here at Torry Burn Reserve. And that try is brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. And couldn't be hoping for a better start there. Defend a couple of plays. Force the error. Possession on halfway. And the half break that started with the Cancino play the ball leads to a right side shift. Joseph Wesser, every time we've seen him, he's shown us a clean pair of heels. And he gets his first for the day. One of the top try scorers in this Central West Conference 16s competition. And first up, kicking assignment, as tough as they come from the paint. Looks like Riley Davis with those duties. Not the preferred side for a right foot up, but we'll see how he goes. As he goes to line this one up. Wesser, part of the last two premierships with the Hills Bulls, winning in the 14s and 15s. Scoring plenty here this year. That looks pretty good off the boot, but across the face, and scores remain 4-0. Fast start here for the Hills Bulls. Let's see how Bankstown react here after what was a positive first few touches. Kickoff come from the boot of Hamza Rashid, who had a fantastic game last time out against St. John's. Couldn't have got through any more work if he tried. Back underway here. Two pass, Moynihan across. Trying to find a play the ball there as they duck back down the short side. And McCloskey off the back of the Bosley run near the 50, set after points. So far, so good. Withers in two hands, hit hard there, brought down. Custo, Moynihan drops one in behind. Foot races on here. Musa for the clean-up work, leaves the ball behind and picked up again. And the kick and the chase to open space. And the Bulls, Hills Bulls again, double down, back-to-back points. And airborne again, it looked like it might have been Joseph Wesser for a double. Didn't quite catch with bodies in front, but nevertheless, fantastic early kick by Hayden Moynihan. Year young this year, played Harold Matts for the North Sydney Bears. Puts it in behind. Musa done well to track across, but an evil bounce late. The football can be so cruel. And the Bulls bank a second here to make it 8-0 kick to come. And that try is brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Davis again. Exact same spot as last time. Right from the chalk for the right foot up. And been an awful day weather-wise. Only a little bit of wind now. Absolutely freezing out here for these players. taking his time here. Trying to nail it. Good connection again. Has he corrected the radar? No. Same result, just to the left of the uprights. And 8-0 scores for Hills Bulls over Bankstown. 23 minutes remaining in the first half here. And again, the actions of that early kick bring great results. El Said will get us back underway. Sorry, Rush should get us underway. Near the touchline, but cleaned up well. And Hills set after points would like to do what they just did and score again as they come centre field for James Kenner, who's been an absolute workhorse. Matches of the round. Long left side, Custo, then ball out to Lua, Dromo to Tuanavai. Fend on the foot race, going again. Can he get to the corner? Through the hands. Smooth football, and Tuanavai with plenty of work to do. Uses his pace, uses his power, and then swings it right under the posts. And starting like an two past a Moynihan. In the best possible way. Huge contact there. And now their best field position and a hell of a response on the back of the repeat points. Laying down the gauntlet that they won't be going away. Can they bank some points here? Fantastic field position. Now Dennis Reed goes across. And now Noon loses his feet. And now centre field now. Hamza Rashid. Quick play the ball. DeBliss wants to roll. Pass from War out the back to El Zane to Musa. And running out of space. Adam Darwich, who's ragdoll midfield now. Now El Zane, tip across to El Said, and he's rocked as well. Return of serve. The Battle of the Bulls is running hot. And now ball across, War. Dennis Reed reels it back in. And play 5 now. About 20 out, 10 in from touch. Can they get a result here? Repeat all points. Elzane hoists it, crossfield. Chase coming through, but it's a fraction too deep. And they'll bring it back out here for a tap. It's certainly still the field position that Bankstown will want to try and turn the screws and keep them here. Now the footwork. Off the back of the Wester carry now, Custo. Isaac Custo, the 9. Brother Finn in the 6. Rolling well, Withers from dummy half. And Moynihan lays it off short to Cancino. And again, a half break by him. Set building nicely, jump the short side. Moynihan loops one over the top and it's intercepted. Dennis Reed does well. And now Ali Hanoun, always a handful. Strong carry there and eventually turtled on his back. That leaves a man behind in the process. And De Bliss to Julius Brown. Trying to get things going. And now 2 pass across. Elzane thinks he's got a number, kept by Latapu. And positive metres as they roll into the attacking half now. And a penalty to boot. Perfect timing for the Bankstown perspective. Tackle 4 and a fresh set now. Good field position again. New and Dennis Reed chews off another 10 metres to set things up nicely here. He was a live wire last time we had them against St. John's. Long distance intercept try. Plenty of sparkling footwork. And now Siani Latapu turns that one back under for Jafar El Said, who's also a judo national champion, so stay away from him. Legs pumping. Centre field now, about 15 out. Can they find a result? De Bliss to War, lays it off short. And it's reeled back in. And now play the ball down the short side. New and Dennis Reed keeps. And they stop him just short. And now De Bliss to Brown. Out the back, well taken by Elzane. Rolls one through. The chase is coming. Well cleaned up by Riley Davis. But a great result for Bankstown. Pressure remains here. And now, off the back, flipping the field, getting a penalty, and now a repeat set. 4th set in a row, upcoming. And an awkward one there for War. But eventually cleaned up and does well. And now De Bliss sees a gap, goes for it, steals 10. Bouncing out of contact. Still going now with the feet pumping. Can he get the offload? Keeps the ball. Does find one to War. Goes straight ahead. And heading towards the posts. Bankstown building nicely. Centre field now. Where do they go? Right to Elzane. Keeps it. Double pump. Finds the grass. It's picked up here by Musa. Can he find the line? Ducking and weaving very close. And now short ball. Turned back under and burrowing in. Held up though, and Hills refusing to break under the relentless pressure that's being applied. And another play the ball here. War busy start for him and a new try as Dennis Reed shows short. That's where he goes. Hanoun play the ball. Open side, Julius Brown on the last, goes himself. Can he find an offload? He does. Dennis Reed kicks across now. 2-on-1 contest. Who comes up with it? Tuanavai leaves it behind. And it's been cleaned up. And Fantastic scramble by Hills to absorb. And after 4 sets, they take back possession with 13 minutes remaining here. And Moses Luadromadromo is met after only a couple of metres. Now jumping down the short side. Isaac Custo steals 10. James Kenner. Good line speed here by Bankstown. Slowly trying to build their way back into this one. There's a cross here. Good footwork, good carry, and good play of the ball for Sam Bosley. And earns his team a penalty. The most critical of times. It's the other way for a roll ball, sorry. So just when you thought they'd broken things there. Bankstown, another set here in good ball. Adam Farage with the wind-up. Good contact there by Withers and Custo. And DeBliz. Musa tries to go around Luadromadromo. And he says, not today. Now back in field, Darwich to Latapu. They roll inside the 20 again. Can they find pay dirt? Elzane long to Dennis Reed. Keeps it, chips into open space. Foot race here. Hanoun's coming across. Well cleaned up, and now a penalty. I think the referee saying tackled in the air. It's a tough rule, that one. You have the kick off a bounce, or when you jump and leave the ground yourself off the bounce. Considered dangerous contact, so Hanoun with a very good chase. And Hills here. Hold on again. But Bankstown showing plenty of spirit here. The line speed has been relentless. Will we see it again? 2 pass across. The unmistakable mullet of Thomas Pinder is on the field. It's number 5 or 6 for the day. Just keeps chalking them up. Moynihan under now to McCloskey. And slowly edging towards halfway in their first kick in 6 sets. And now Haddad out to Dromo. Flick pass back into Haddad and things are building nicely. Takes the meters on offer, rolls up to the 20 now. Can they find something here? Play 4, long Custo. Moynihan shows, looks short, goes out the back. Riley Davis loops it to Wesser. He's going again. And just like that, Joseph Wesser, he is inevitable. And that is a first half hat-trick. Speed, class. And when he takes flight, look out. And the Hills Bulls, off the back of the relentless pressure and spirit shown by Bankstown. 5 or 6 sets, pinned down in their own end. Things look like they broke down until Moses Luadromadromo, young Balmain Mats player. He's been strong so far. He done well to chew up an extra 15-20. And then again, their young Harold Mats halfback in Hayden Moynihan. Shows things, sets it up with Riley Davis, who loops one over to Joseph Wesser, and he takes flight for the 3rd time tonight. With a kick to come here, 18-0. And that try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. And we tick down to 9 minutes. And on the retreat there, certainly a bit of a relief, but a hell of a response off the back of that pressure. And Riley Davis, for the 3rd time, finds himself right out on the chalk for a right foot up. After having a hand in that try with a fantastic pass That one looks a little bit more true this time, but again, just to the left of the upright. Score remains 18-0. And Bankstown showing a hell of a lot of fight after what was a quick start by Hills. So close a few times there, but they refused to break. But still plenty of time left in this one. As Rashid hits it deep down into the corner to the lights. James Kenner again beats the first and rolls forward. And now to that corner, the two pass, but kept there by Withers, who does very well as that link player between their halves and fullback. And now Custo, long ball across to his brother, then again tripped. And now goes to Dromo, who finds a bit of footwork, cuts back in field and defend. Leaves one behind before being cleaned up. And a knock-on called just as Moses Lua Dromo was looking like he was on the roll again. Jonathan Haddad doing a bit of ball playing to get things out there. And that edge been dangerous so far. And the connection between Finn and Isaac Custo as well at the 6 and 9. Really trying to spread things here. And we have a stoppage here for a minute. Player down for Bankstown. We hope he's okay. Got some heavy contact and a bit of a fall in that last break. And while we're on this stoppage, the Hills Bulls, speaking of, they were established in 1963. The club philosophy is club, team and player, and they encourage all their players, officials and supporters to have fun and enjoy every week with family and friends. They have strong community base, 650 plus players, most of the juniors from the local area. And they're involved in touch, OzTag as well as cheerleading. And the Ron Massey premiers the season before last. They're also in Shield. And they've got their own Bulls Academy to further develop their players, and they want to educate them to be the best they can be and generate lifelong friendships. And plenty of ex and current NRL players, including a couple of recent debutants. Ethan Sanders this year, product of the Hills Bulls, as is Luke Summerton, who debuted last year. Back underway, Jafar El Said is okay. Bankstown looking to get going here. There's that one laid off short. And picking up meters. And now short there to Jafar El Said. And now pass to Faraj, followed by Hossam El Ashal, who started this set off with a good carry. And now War. Dennis Reed shows under, rolls one through. Hanoon's coming again. But cleaned up there by Riley Davis. And good again at the back tonight. Great kick pressure by Bankstown as they try to load up here and they force an error. And great result and resolve shown by this team. They are not going anywhere. And let me tell you, stranger things have happened. From memory last year, the Chester Hill-Wentworthville game started off in an absolute barrage of points, and we ended up with a 22 or 24 all draw after a 3-score deficit. Plenty of quality on show. As El Zane goes out the back to Musa, who keeps. And put down centre field now. Open side, Zane War. Good mix so far of showing it with his running. And now Kareem Adhami on dummy half as El Zane plays short to Latapu. Latapu fights for the play of the ball. Adhami short side to El Zane, who tucks it and goes himself. Goes close but turned away. Out the back now. Latapu cuts back off the left and burrows for the line. That last tackle now, a couple metres short. 10 in from the right-hand touch line. Elzane tries to roll one in. There's a deflection and it looks like a knock-on. Play on for Darwich, who picks it up. Tries to go around Pindar, then bounces away from Liam Boys. Left side here. Looks like they've got some numbers. Bankstown at Harmy goes there. Dennis Reed plays short. Hamza Rashid very close. Turned away though. And play the ball now at Harmy. Lays it off. Bodies there. Offload out the back. Fantastic. Long again. Sweeped around the back. El Zane. Pass to El Said. And Lua Dromo. Dromo tries to pull it out. Referee's call as it play on. Knock on. Looked like a one-on-one strip. We were waiting to hear the call. And whose scrum feed is our point of interest here. Because if he calls play that, Bankstown will have another set, and they do. Zaid El Zane, the captain, with the ball. Feeds it here for War on ice skates, but goes very close. And now they've called knock on when he thought that we had a try. And the Hills wall refuses to break down. As we hit the 2-minute mark. Bankstown have been absolutely relentless the second part of this first half. No result yet. You can feel that something's coming soon. And now 5 to the open. Ball across for Hills as they try to ruck it out of their own end. And now across here for James Kenner after the carry of Xavier Tuanavai. And now Pinder, who's hit hard but hit high. And that penalty comes at a great time as they play on here. Quick tap and go. And Isaac Custo steals 10 to 15 and rolls over halfway. Moynihan out the back to Davis, shaping. Finds Wesser and close to the touchline. Able to throw that one back in. Moynihan throws one. Nell Zane comes beaming in on Custo. And now across Moynihan along to Moses Lua, Dromo. And forward pass called. As the highlighter headgear looked like it was off to the races. And now with 40 seconds left. Quick scrum. They might be able to have a few more cracks here, Bankstown. Time of the essence. Looks like we're going to go in at 18-0 to the Hills Bulls for what has been a very frantic and physical first half. Short side, Ali Hanoun, only one player there, takes it himself, goes to the outside of Tuanavai, leaves him behind and cuts back in field. And with 10 seconds left, hopefully one more play the ball. Inside the 30. El Zane goes long. Dennis Reed keeps it and shows under twice. Hossam El Ashal, can he find an offload? No, he can't. And Bankstown trying to find a buzzer beater. Absolutely relentless in the second part of the half, but the fast-starting Hills Bulls roll downhill for 3 back-to-back tries and lead this one 18-0 for Hills Bulls over Bankstown in this week's match of the round. And remember, every other week, tune in 2 p.m. with Greg Hayes, our fantastic call-up for the women's match of the round. Girls 14s, 16s and 18s, gold and silver competitions. And the match of the round here, 5 p.m. every week for the Parramatta Eels Junior Rugby League page. We'll make it easy on yourself. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be back after a short break for the second half of the Battle of the Bulls. Touchy gives the mark. Back underway here, McCloskey. Moynihan. Cancino with good footwork. And centre field now at the 40. Hills roll in. Long across, Custo, short to Moses Lua. Dromo, who breaks through the front line, gets the fend out, and he's heading for the corner. Yes, he is. Lua Dromo in the highlighter headgear, flashes through. And it was a fast start in the first half. And it's a fast one in the second. The penalty from play one. Good field position. Shift to centre field and then straight down the left-hand corridor. And Moses Lua Dromo. Said it once, said it twice, can say it 100 times. You can see why. He played Matt's year young over at Balmain. Another one out of the football. But for Riley Davis, he'd be cursing the fact that they've all been near the sideline. Preferred side this time at least for the right footer. That takes us to 22-0. Kick to come. And that try brought to you by OmniUp Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. And remember, as I mentioned at the start, promote your business on future Match of the Rounds. Fantastic exposure. Get on board. Support this competition and your junior leagues. Davis is just to the left of the upright in the first half from the right touchline. This time from the left, can he get the radar working? He sure does. Straight down the middle. And takes us to 24-0. And you thought maybe some petrol had been taken out of the tank from the repeat defensive efforts they had to make with Bankstown getting 5 or 6 sets in a row and trying to turn the screws. But they hit back with one late in the half and then hit back here early. And they drop one in short and it's well taken. As Joseph Wesser, powerful through the legs, drives for extra metres. And now Custo to Moynihan and they set up against centre field. And with his laser line centre field for Finn Custo now long to Lua Dromo. Out to Tuanavai, tries to get things going with a fend and taken over the touchline. Not afraid to risk it, and they go there as early as play 3 for good metres. But Bankstown up to the task. Will now get the ball back just short of their 40. What can they do here in the second half? 26 minutes left, plenty of time. They need to get on the scoreboard. Start putting some pressure on Hills. First up, Alishal, and now across the Rashid. Trying to fight here with McCloskey, and he's rolling forward still. He now finds an offload with 3 on, but Dennis Reed unfortunately can't handle. Things a little messy there, but great fight by Hamza Rashid. Just not able to get the pass. Plenty on display here in both development systems, and a couple, like I said, who played Mats. Yu Young, Lua Dromo, Balmain, Moynihan, the half for the North Sydney Bears. And then you've got Finn and Isaac Custo in the Eels development, as well as Bosley. Cruz Paletu, who's on the bench. McCloskey as well. And then on the flip side, plenty in the Dogs development setup as Cancino rolls forward. And Hill's trying to take advantage of the error in good ball. Left side long now. And short laid off to Haddad, who's had a good night so far. And another penalty. And play on quick tap taken here by Jonathan Haddad. Comes centre field with footwork and driving for the goal line. Couple of metres short now near the posts. Trying to find a pass. The referee says, short there, take it back. Relentless pressure here by Hills. And they've got a player down on both sides, so I'll stoppage here for a moment. Back to the point I was making before about talent on both sides. On the dog side of things, Ali Hanoun, obviously, in the development system as well, and you can see White, Newen, Dennis Reed, Captain Zaid El Zain, Faraj, DeBliz, Julius Brown, majority of that forward pack. Hamza Rashid, Zane Warwar, Sonny Heek, Jafar El Said. Speaking of, it might be Jafar El Said again. Had a bit of an issue early on, and looks like this time it's too much. So we wish him all the best. Never want to see players injured, but it's a hell of a game, rugby league. Not the kindest at times physically. And a change there. We'll see us back underway. Hills trying to find another try as Custo goes to Riley Davis. And the short side turns into a cul-de-sac. And now open side. The Custos combine for Zach Withers, who centres the attack now and splits the field. And a drop ball. Bankstown do well defending their goal line. Speaking of the Bulls, there's been different iterations over time, all the way back to 1920. As Bankstown United, they've also been Central, Oasis, and then De La Salle and Sports in the 60s. No links to United, but set the standard for the rise of league in the area. And back underway here, Bankstown through Hanoun. Comes out wide. And now short, trying to get things rolling. Zane Warwar. It's had a very busy night so far, as has Hazem Rajid. And Rashid rolls again. And the ball pulled out there in the contact. And Rashid claps, rightfully so. The fight hasn't gone away, that's for sure. Dennis Reed chews off 10 more. And right on halfway, a beautiful Audi's just been pinged, I repeat. A beautiful Audi. And that's the beautiful part of park football, ladies and gentlemen. Your car is never safe. And now the tap taken. Sonny Heek. And now across from Adhami. Dennis Reed long to El Zain. Out the back to Musa. Things building as he cuts back in. But bodies across now and they smother him. And now coming open. El Zain off the left foot. Almost sees a crease. And half break here. Looking for a play the ball. Centre field. Laid off here and a great shot front on. Good contact. A quick play the ball straight off the back of it. Dennis Reed lays it off short to Hanoun, who stays upright, leaves one behind and still fighting. Offload back now. Elishal comes centre field with footwork and pushing towards the goal line, very close for play 5 now. Bankstown, Adhami, long to Dennis Reed, long again to Hanoun, off the foot, goes backwards. Picked up here, pops it out the back, play on, cleaned up again. Trying to fight, but it's eventually shut down. And not going anywhere as Jad Salamar tried to keep things alive. But Hills do well to scramble. And now out of their own end, Joseph Wesser. And lost ball. And Bankstown again. Opportunity presents itself. And great field position here. 20 minutes to go. Scrum here. 25. And about 15 in from touch. And along and Adhami across to Rashid. We're waiting for the touchy here, but it looks like the Bankstown Bulls have hit back through Adam Darwich. And 24-4, kick to come. Could this be the start of the fight back? 20. Gianni Latapu did very well to chew up the meters and limited space to work in. Hard to see the number from here, but it looked like Darwich was able to do enough to find his way into the corner. And kick to come still. Tough one, certainly, for Dennis Reed from the touchline, and hasn't been a kind night for the goal-kicking side of things. But that's right, brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. Dennis Reed, part of that Dogs development system, as we've spoken about before. Lively again here tonight. Put in a couple of crafty kicks, some good runs. And now his first strike, it looks true. Just to the right of the upright. And score remains 24-4 with 18 remaining in the Battle of the Bulls and the two districts, Parramatta Junior Rugby League and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs Junior Rugby League competitions head-to-head here in the Central West Conference. And we'll give you a score update soon from the other games around the grounds in the 16s today. Pretty sure one is live as we speak, and there was one earlier on. Getting us back underway, Riley Davis. And an offside penalty from the kickoff. Huge moment here. And a massive opportunity set after points for Bankstown. And you hear the noise erupt. Do they believe? And earlier, Wentworthville 32-4 over Cabramatta, and another game live as we speak right now, 0-0 between St. John's and the Guildford Owls. And 24-4 here. Hills lead with Bankstown now trying to build their way back into it. A powerful carry. And good play the ball for Julius Brown. And now back across to Farage, the starting props on the field. And Dennis Reed sees some space, takes it from dummy half. They drag him down, trying to roll now. Adhamia goes behind. And a knock-on called. Just when it was starting to build. Unfortunately, just slips out of the grasp of the captain, Zadel Zane. And the Bulls again defend well. Scrum now, almost centre field from their own 20. Long pass, Custo. Moynihan. Looking for a play the ball. It's Tuanavai. And then brought down there. Samuel Bosley. And now Thomas Pinder. Leans forward with the hair flowing. And now rolling Custo again, straight through the guts. And Davis pops up. Good set so far, rolling back into Bankstown's end. Custo gets rid of it. Down now to Ali Hanoun, who comes centre field. He's been a handful again. And Now Hills will try to turn the screws as Musa breaks out the back of dummy half and almost finds space. Dennis Reed open side. And tough carry there. Coming across, Darwich for some work. And a good kick off the back of that set. Riley Davis back to clean up. Comes open side for positive metres and centres the attack. And Hills, as they do so well, moving the ball. But an offside penalty early there, just as Harry Dawes was looking to wind up. And a chance here. Do they take the tap or do they play on centre field? And play on with Isaac Custo. Rolls that one for Samuel Bosley, another carry. And Moynihan rolls it off the fingers for Liam Boys. And another penalty. Great opportunity now. Fresh set, heading back into good ball for the Hills Bulls. It's Custo again. Sets things up. And Samuel Bosley with another one. Busy night for the Hills Sports product and also in the development system of Parramatta. As Withers looks for an offload, but he's lost the ball. Another one down here. As we call at 13 minutes at 24-4. Both these teams, fantastic effort here tonight. It's one thing that never ever misses here in the Central West Conference is the physicality intent of all the teams. Fantastic concept and competition and the standard of play and the talent we get to see. We're in a position where plenty of these guys are already in development systems, some playing max year early. Plenty will go on to play ball, some flag, who knows, a couple cup and maybe even NRL. Same thing we said last year. Plenty of names to remember and keep your eye on for the years to come. But unfortunately here for the Bankstown team, going to have an interchange for Nguyen Dennis Reed, who's been fantastic tonight. And he's succumbed to injury, so we wish him all the best and hopefully it's nothing too serious and a quick recovery. But with that scrum here for Bankstown. Zaid El Zain, the other half. He's been good tonight as well. Responsibility now without his halves partner. And across now. Ball hits the ground, an error, and play on straight away as Tuanavai picks it up from the error. Tries to go for the corner. Can he make it? There's three there. But it looks like he's got there. Just like that again. Swings and roundabouts. And Xavier Tuanavai strikes on the loose ball. Still had plenty of work to do from 25-30 out. Gets the left-hand fend out, switches the carry. And then two or three come across in cover. And he's big enough and strong enough to find his way over the goal line. And 28-4, kick to come. It's just over 12 minutes. That may be the one that really hurts for Bankstown. And that try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. For Riley Davis, it's that same dreaded spot for the right footer on the right-hand side. Bit further in from the touchline than prior. And live now as we speak. St. John's versus the Guildford Owls. No score yet. Davis. One approach. Hits it true this time, and it's right down the middle. The first few for the right footer on the right side have been pushed just to the left, but that one stays true. And splitting the uprights, taking us to 30-4 in favour of Hills Bulls over Bankstown with 11 minutes to go. And Hamza Rashid get us back underway. The Dogs development product. Another busy night for him. Good physicality by a lot of the middles. Farage, War, Brown. Tough one, but Boys does well to pick it up. Now, infield. Joseph Wesser. Now left-hand side. Tip across. And an offload there. Found by Custo. And another one popped out the back for Kenner. Off the back of Bosley before that. Arm free again, but stopped this time. As they keep trying to roll. Now left-hand side. Ball is kept. And trying to roll. As they cross halfway, Moynihan puts it to the boot. Drives in behind Musa. Will it sit up? Tough assignment, but Musa does well with bodies bearing down. And now trying to work it off the goal line. Ali Hanoun rounds the outside, breaks through the front line, and then finds an anchor on the back of his legs just when you thought he was going to run. And now short side for Rashid. Shows the ball. Drives in, looking for an offload. And now Adhami back in field. Fighting forward is War. And a penalty for his efforts. Again, very busy tonight. Zaid El Zain with the mark. And the driver of that brand new Audi will be very happy this time, not under threat. The joys of park football. And Hanoun gets the football. There's Sonny Heek. Tap and go himself. As we tick down to the 8-minute mark. Goes again. Straight into the teeth of the defence. A brave effort there by Sonny Heek. And now Adhami. Cross to Jad Salamar. El Zain, it rolls out the back. And a knock-on called. Salamar also busy since getting on the field. Errors being cruel the second half here for Bankstown. And a scrum to Hills Bulls. Centre field here on the 40. 4 to the left-hand side. They come down the short with the 2. Kenner keeps. And Hanoun throws him to ground before Salamar comes in to finish it off. Now Custo out the back that time. Moynihan cleans up the pass though. Salamar comes again. And now Pinder rolling forward just short of the halfway now. Custo goes to throw the dummy but slips. And now Moynihan to Bosley, who's been a real handful, particularly this second half as he breaks forward for more metres and takes before being thrown down. Great carry for 20 plus. And play 5 short side. Custo off the side of the boot. And very well done there. Under pressure. long back to centre field. Winding up with good contact, but offside. Great tenacity shown there by Adam Darwich, right into the teeth and straight back to his feet. There's Elzane with a touch finder now. Kicks another one into oblivion. And now up on the 40. Hills tighten up their defensive line. Bankstown try to roll towards halfway. At 3 there to greet. And now long across to Farage, who's looking for an offload before eventually being spun to ground. And long out here, Jad Salamar out the back of shape to Musa, trying to find space. Well tackled there. Wait, Xavier Tuanavai. And now Salamar to Rashid, to Ali Hanoun, who burst onto the ball into the backfield. But it eventually comes free. And referee's call there is the feed. The ball played at by Hills. So another set of 6 upcoming for Bankstown as we hit the 5-minute mark, 28-4. And Hanoun, no surprise, dynamic, powerful, built low to the ground. He's been good again tonight for Bankstown. And scrum feed, long across to Elzane. It's centering the attack here. Julius Brown, Elzane, then across to Musa for Darwich. And finds another one. And smooth play there by the Bankstown Bulls. And just reward after great resilience and fight shown again tonight. And even after a couple of late injuries, they've never stopped coming. And that brings us to 28-8 with a kick to come, 4 minutes remaining. Beautiful football there. Take full advantage of the good play the ball generated. Centre field by Julius Brown. And Elzane, Latapu, Musa all link up for what looked like Darwich crossing over in the corner. A new goal kicker now with Dennis Reed off the field. From the distance here, it looks like it's going to be Hamza Rashid who does the kickoffs. And again, this right touchline, it's been an absolute curse tonight for all the right footers. And other scores, as I mentioned before, Wentworthville 32-4 over Cabramatta, St. John's and Owls 0-0 for now. And Rashid sounds good off the boot, but across the face again for the right footers from the right side. And it remains 28-8. 3 minutes remaining here in this match of the round, round 7. Off the bye week, almost at the halfway, or are at the halfway mark now of this competition. Tightly contested once again. And Hills will get us back underway through the boot of Riley Davis. Driven deep down and well taken. Trying to centralise the attack here. Great first up carry from the Bankstown side of things from Adam Farage. And then Musa follows up and that one goes behind. Should be play on and is. Salamar does well again to clean up. Ooh, that one goes behind again. And the back-to-back drop's not lucky this time. As Pinder picks up. And now to Kenner, who's met strongly by Adhami. And now long right side, Moynihan. Knocked down by Rashid. Good intent and line speed there. Saw the impending danger. Closed down the space fast. But scrum still to come here for what might be the last attacking set of the game. As we tick down to a minute 20 with this scrum here. Left-hand side, always dangerous off the shifts. The likes of Lua Dromo parked out wide left. We've seen him feature off these scrum plays, so they did pull a trick earlier on the open. And that's where they go for Custo, for Haddad, who shows the ball and skips across. Tries to find some space, but can't. And now centre field. Pass back in by Dawes, and it's knocked on. Bankstown rushing to get one last set. With only 40 seconds remaining here. Second edition of Battle of the Bulls between Bankstown and Hills. Another good one. Well-fought contest between two very good football teams. And next week, for the match of the round, we'll be back at Macready Park for the Guildford Owls against the Hills Bulls. All Parramatta clash in the Central West Conference. As Rashid across to Musa. And that's left behind. And 10 seconds. Highly unlikely to get to this scrum. Trying to find it, but they won't. And a referee calls time here at Torry Burn Reserve for the second edition of the Battle of the Bulls between Bankstown and Hills. And Hills prevail 28-8 in what was a frantic start in the first half. And then flipped around with the great spirit of Bankstown, putting the pressure on. And then second half, Hills struck early again before Bankstown tried to fight their way back in. But to no avail, Hills prevailing here. 32-4, Wentworthville over Cabra earlier. And St. John's and Owls still live here in the Central West Conference. But remember, every week, 5 p.m. for the match of the round and 2 p.m. with Greg Hayes for the women's 14s, 16s, 18s, silver and gold competitions. Subscribe on YouTube for the Parramatta Eels Junior Rugby League so you can get onto the games without any trouble or navigate through the Facebook page. And remember, promote your business in future. The Match of the Rounds is a fantastic opportunity and exposure. Thanks for joining us here again. I've been Lewis Shepherd. Have a fantastic weekend.